Hello and welcome to a basic introduction to Parquet-Tracer. In this lesson I'm going to connect two devices together and in a peer-to-peer type network. I'm just going to ping two IP numbers. So I'm going to show you how to put an IP address in and how to ping two computers, and then I'm going to add in sort of delete the cables and then add in a switch and show you how to expand the network beyond two computers. So this is just meant as a basic introduction to the features that we've got in Parquet-Tracer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to End Devices and I'm going to pick two PCs, and then I'm going to link the two PCs. I'm going to use the auto cable, the auto select. I'm going to connect the two computers together. It's picked the crossover cable. That's what's actually done. So I've connected them together, but so they're communicating, but they've got no IP address. They've got no way to speak to each other. So I'll go into the first computer. When I open it, I'll go to desktop and I'll go to IP configuration. I'll go 192.168.192.168.0.1. I'll accept the default. So I've given it an IP address. I can close that now. And I'll go to the other computer, desktop, 192.168.0.2, and close that. So now I've set them both up. So if I go to the first computer and I go to the command prompt and I type in ping 192.168.0.2, because that's the machine on the other side, and get a reply. And if I go to this computer, command prompt, and I type ping 192.168.0.1, we see we get a reply. So we've set up our first basic network where we can ping two computers. Another way of doing it is if we go down to the right and we open up this box. If I click the envelope here on the right, and I click the first computer, and then I click this computer, it'll tell me whether it was successful or not, and as you can see it was. So another way of pinging is to just simply click this top envelope and it automatically does the ping for you. But I prefer to replicate real life experiences, and in real life we would use the ping command. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this cable here. So I'm going to click the X, and then as I come over, I click it, and then I'll go back to what you can't see under my face is the selection tool. So I've set up the two PCs. They both got IP numbers, but now they've got no cable. So I'm going to go back to network devices, and then I'm going to go to switches underneath. I'm going to pick a 2960 switch, and I'm going to put it in between these two. So now I'll go back to my cables, straight through cable, plug it into the Ethernet and into the Ethernet 01. The difference with this cable is it automatically, it doesn't give you a choice of where you want to connect the cable to. It just connects them both together. I think it's better habit to go into doing that. Another thing that you can do is you can label things. So if I click the label, I can type in 192.168.0.1 there, and if I click over here 192.168.0.2, if I go back to the selection tool, so I can label computers up. That does keep things nice and neat, and if you start to label stuff, you won't get confused and you won't start to forget and start making typos of addresses and stuff. So now that I've added the switch in, I should be able to open this computer, and I can use the up arrow because I've done it before. As you can see, I can ping. So what we've done is we've created our own network now with more complexity with the switch, and we can expand the network further. So if I go to End Devices and I put in another PC, if I go to the cable, connect the Ethernet to number 3 there, and then I'll go in and give it an IP address. So that's IP configuration 192.168.0.3, because this will be the third computer. Close that down. We have to wait for the root for the if we look at the switch and the command line, it's changing the state of the interface to up. So we have to give it a few moments. That's why sometimes if it's done it, but sometimes if you click fast forward, you don't have to wait. So now if I put an envelope on that one and send it to this one, you'll see it was successful. Or if I go to the command prompt and I do ping 192.168.0.1, you can see we can get it ping. So we can continue to expand our network with multiple PCs. If we wanted to, we could add in a laptop as well. And let's have a look. So we can go to our Ethernet port number 4. If I click fast forward time, you'll see it goes green straight away. So now I need to go into my desktop IP configuration 192.168.0.4. And now if I pick anyone, I'll pick number 2, command prompt. I use the up arrow key and then I'll change it to number 4. And you can see I can ping that as well. So that's a basic introduction to Packet Tracer. Adding PCs in, adding a router and a switch. Well, not a router, we added a switch and a laptop. And in future lessons, I'll hopefully move on and I'm going to show you how to set up wireless access points and routers, switches, DHCP, etc. I hope you found that useful. Thank you very much.